Hi, everyone. Today we'll be discussing the benefits of leveraging CloudHealth partnership with Redapt's managed services experts to monitor and control your cloud cost spend. Today we're joined by Rick Kohler, who's the practice director of managed services, and Jason Weber, who's the delivery manager for managed services. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here.
Cool. Well, I want to just dive straight into the conversation here. And Rick, let's start with you. I'd love for us to start out by talking a little bit about just what are some of the common challenges that you're seeing with customers when it comes to controlling their cloud spend.
So a lot of customers have a story where they're working into the cloud, or they've been within cloud environments for some time. A lot of them have not really developed skill sets around a budgetary focus. Often they are enabling their development teams and focused on the technology problems that comes with an evolution into the cloud space. So it's almost an afterthought for many companies when it comes to looking at their invoice and their bill and trying to figure these things out. Many of our cloud partners have just these crazy invoices that are not human readable. And that's where we really come in and bring some tools to the table that make more sense to the teams behind the production support teams that we work with directly. CloudHealth is a tool that we leverage that brings all the data visualization capabilities to the table that help everyone actually understand where their spend is. Another, another tangential part of this is you kind of have to really develop a practice, a muscle or a program around understanding where you're spending, how you're spending, and if your spend makes sense for the workloads that you have out there. So we've been at this for quite some time and have developed all of those muscles for all of our clients that make this a lot easier to digest.
Yeah, I mean, really at the base level, to sort of add strength to what Rick was saying, is that a lot of these people receive invoices for their cloud spend, and they're very complicated to read. So one of the initial benefits right off the top is being able to take that complicated bill and simplify it in a way that's digestible for people to understand via separating out different workloads or looking at different cost centers or whatever that might be. That is just an initial benefit right out of the top.
Great, that's really helpful. I think as you're separating out those invoices and you're simplifying them, what are some of those usual suspects that you guys see that are causing cloud spend to skyrocket?
Yeah, there's quite a few real easy ones that people spot the moment they get some tooling like this in place. One would be storage. Everyone spends a lot of time snapshotting, keeping things around just in case, and we can highlight that very, very easily and provide some guidance around tagging and how to manage your storage within the cloud. Outside of storage, there's a lot of ways in which we can help along the lines of alerting, wherein everyone has a pretty good idea as to what their spend is. We could use your phone bill as a good example. You kind of generally know what your phone bill is going to be every month, but in certain cases, you have development teams that are working on new technologies that could just cause a huge spike. Great example would be a Hadoop workload that anyone could create a Hadoop environment without a lot of oversight within any of these accounts and create an amazing amount of costs really quickly. What we do to help our customers and clients is we work with them to establish what their budgetary guidelines are and tie that into an alerting service that will notify them the moment that we're off track in any specific percentage. We found that to be really, really helpful to help our customers keep things kind of within the guardrails that they expect and want.
Nice. Any other usual suspects that come to mind for you, Jason?
Yeah, really, what we'll find in many cases is that there are, say, too many BigQuery pulls occurring too frequently. So someone from dev goes in, builds something out, tests it, and it drives up a huge amount of spend in a single day. So, by utilizing the alerts we have in place, we can help to prevent those types of abnormal incidents that you don't want to happen, and also help bring around a better understanding for our customers in regards to, hey, this type of workload costs X amount of dollars per minute or per day. So regulating your budget around how often you use this will keep you within the parameters that are set for it.
Great. So we've begun to delve a little bit into the idea of cloud governance, and I'd love to hear, why do companies need help with it typically? Obviously, this may be something they think about, right, as they're getting into the cloud, but why are they typically needing help?
Many companies that are, kind of in the beginning of their journey, or even midway in their journey into cloud platforms, haven't fully developed a skill set around governance. And governance is a huge topic. It's not just cost. It is exactly how you're maintaining, you're managing everything within the cloud. So that could stretch from cost all the way through to best practices around tagging, so you actually know what your workloads look like and how they relate to each other, and even into information security strategies and postures. So what we do and provide is a framework in which our clients can tighten up the way in which they manage their cloud spend, as well as what they actually have in the cloud. So a lot of companies really kind of need help there, because that's not their core competency, and that's where we fit in.